everyone, here's a first edition of something new that I'm going to be doing quite a bit often on this channel. It is going to be a news update on what's coming to Dokkan. So, as of a couple weeks ago, I'm only starting to look at it right now, we're getting a new category, and with that category is a bunch of new units. So, at about, you can see the date down here, at about 3 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, this banner is going to release, and it is going to have all of the units that I have pulled up for you guys. But the leader for the new category is this guy right here, Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, Xeno. Now he's going to be a lead of the crossover category, so I'm going to go through all of the units that they're adding new, and then I'll go through some of the old units that have been around for a while, and then I'll talk about which ones are good. And before we go any further, I know I've been telling you guys to save your stones before making an educated decision on whether or not you should summon. Now, I'm going to give my 100% honest opinion. This banner is nuts. I think that if you have the stones grinded up and you like the units on this banner, you should summon. Because this is the Heroes banner. Every now and then, they'll drop a Heroes banner, and it's a guaranteed feature. They don't ever do that. It's amazing. And the units on here are not bad. Yeah, there's a couple really bad ones, but most of the time, you should be getting some pretty good units. So let's take a look at Vegito over here, right? So he's going to be the crossover lead. T3 HP attack and defense 170 across the board. That is a really, really good leader skill. And I'll show you how good that is when we go and take a look at the actual category itself. So he raises defense, which means that he won't have his initial defense. I mean, honestly, from his passive skill, he's going to have incredible defense. But then as soon as he does a super attack, it's going to go up again. And let's see by how much. It's going to raise by 30%. That's not insignificant. So not only is he going to be hitting super hard, not only is he a good lead, not only does he raise defense, he's also a support type for 2 categories. So that means if you have a character that's on both of these categories, you're going to be getting 2 key and 40% attack and defense, which is not something to just ignore. That is a really, really good support type buff. So then he also has a high chance of evading and countering with tremendous power. A lot of the Vegitos have this ability. It's a 50% chance that every time he gets super attacked, he's just going to say, nah, you're getting super attacked. And he's just going to come back and destroy them. It's a really good ability, which is why people love the Vegito units. I love the Vegito units. I'm a huge fan of Gogeta, but this Vegito looks really nice. So he's got Super Saiyan, he's got Kamehameha, Fuse Fighter, power bestowed by God, prepared for battle and Saiyan Roar, as well as Fierce Battle. Now that means that he's going to be Dokkan Awakening from a Dokkan event. That means he's going to have his own event, and all of the other units are probably going to awaken from there as well, but Fierce Battle is very nice. So he's going to be on Potara, Time Travelers, Kamehameha, Dragon Ball Heroes, Final Trump Card, Battle of Wits, Grade 8 Power, and Crossover. Now, crossover is the one that he's introducing. Grade 8 power is something that we don't have on global, but I'm assuming they're going to have to introduce with all of these characters. We don't know what they're going to do. They're pretty weird with categories sometimes. Because JP is usually pretty well done, but honestly, you never know what they're going to do with global. So hopefully they don't screw it up too bad. 12 key multipliers, 140%. That's pretty good. Tremendous power multipliers, 300. He is going to be quite the offensive animal. I'm excited to get this guy. Hopefully I can pull him. So then next we have Salsa. Now I've never actually watched Dragon Ball Heroes or played the game or anything, but he is also a crossover category lead. By his passive skill, I'm going to assume he's probably free to play. Yeah, he's definitely free to play because he's got Shattering the Limit. So he's probably going to be free to play and going to awaken from a story event rather than a Dokkan event. But he's going to raise defense, which is pretty good. He's going to raise it by 50%. That's actually really good. He's going to start out with attack and defense plus 60, attack plus 15 up to 60, and a chance of evading enemies including up to 30 per crossover category ally on the team. That's it's pretty solid. I mean, he seems like he's gonna be. Actually, his stats are pretty good. He might be summonable, but he might just awaken from metals instead of Dokkan metals. But I don't know. He seems pretty good. He's not one I'm really gonna be chasing. Like I said, I don't know who this guy is. I'm not really into his vibe, but you know, he doesn't seem bad. So regardless, I'll be happy if I pull him. So then there's Deborah. I don't know why. I think this Deborah looks super goofy. I liked the Dragon Ball regular version of him better, but you know he's gonna be a Dragon Ball Heroes lead at HP attack and defense 130. It's pretty good. That's something that you could run. You know, if you get him, you pull a couple of these heroes units, and you can use him as a lead. He doesn't seem like he'll have any problems. Causes immense damage, high chance to stun. That's a 50% chance, and stunning is very important, especially for the tougher events. 100% at the start of turn, and then 100% for 2 turns when facing only 1. He's also debuffing, that's pretty good. Plus an additional defense and high chance, which is 50 of evading enemies' super attacks when facing 2 or more. So he's one of them units that changes what he's like depending on what he's facing. So he definitely has some utility. He's got some good links. He's got some really good categories. The time traveler categories is really starting to build up a good extreme rogues gallery. So I think that he'd be a really good addition to those teams. I think this guy's going to be pretty good. His stats are pretty good too. Yeah, wow. If they give him 100% and then 100% with these stats, he's going to be a monster. Like I said, I'm probably not going to be chasing anybody but this Vegito, but you really can't pick who you get, so I might end up with this guy or this guy. And then there's Demon Goddess Toa. She's from Dragon Ball Heroes, but I think she originated from the Xenoverse. She's going to be another lead for Heroes. Immense damage, lowers attack, which is by 20% for 3 turns. That's actually pretty good, and it's a guaranteed seal. So she's more utility. But let's see what she's got in a passive. 100%. She's a support type, key 3, attack and defense 30. High chance of additional attack. And oh, okay. So there's a Supreme Kai of Time. She has like chance ability to do support. So this has the chance to be attack and defense plus 40 if these activate. But regardless, you're getting 30. That's still really good. Extreme class allies attack and defense 50%, recovers 50% HP when HP is 50% or below. That's pretty good. You could definitely use that in Super Battle Road to clutch some health or just make sure everyone stays alive for a rotation. You definitely gotta watch out your health bars so you know when this is activated to make sure you don't waste it. But you know, she's on a couple good categories. Peppy Gals it's got some of the best units on it, but they don't have a real lead, which makes it kind of annoying. But it's good to see another unit being added there. I wish we'd just get a proper lead finally. So then we got Dark Master King. Now, like I said, I haven't really played Heroes, but I believe that Dark Master King is actually Vegeta's dad. But, so he's just a monotype for int, HP attack and defense 100. This guy, I think this is actually a Dokkan Awakening. I don't think he's a new unit. But, so HP attack and defense 100, that's pretty good. Defense 100 for 5 turns after receiving attack. That's really good. Guards all attack from this another Dragon Ball Heroes category ally. And then recovers 10% damage dealt as HP. That's actually really good. I don't know how we do in the tougher events like Super Battle Road, but you shouldn't have any problem running this guy. Got some good links. They're not the best. Shouting the limit, so he's not going to awaken from the Dokkan event. Yeah, Vegeta's family. So this is definitely Vegeta's dad. But let's take a look at the next one. And then this guy is an awakening from an older unit that was a really good support, and I think they just made him even better. So he's a Fizz Monotype lead, greatly raises attack for 1 turn, so this guy's going to be damage. Attack and defense 120, that's really good. Then he's giving it extreme 3 key and 30 defense. And then he's debuffing as well. And then he's getting more attack. Wow, this guy's going to be really good with his stats. That's actually really decent. I don't have this guy, so if I accidentally pull him, I will not be upset about that. Let's take a look at this. This is everything I've ever wanted. Broly is one of my favorite characters, and I don't really like... I don't think Super Saiyan 4 is the best, but I don't know, Super Saiyan 4 Broly just is cool to me. So, okay, I think this is how they're going to introduce the Grade 8 power category. You know, so they give him the lead. I think there's another one that also has a lead. Yeah, him. He is going to be able to be Dokkan Awakened. Yeah, Fierce Battle, so it's going to be through Dokkan. Attack and Defense 140, that's really good. When performing Super Attack though, so that means if you have him in first slot, he's going to get hit pretty hard. Launches an additional attack that has a high chance, which is 50, okay? And becoming a Super Attack when there's another giant 8 category ally attack on the same turn. You shouldn't have a problem with that, considering, you know, he's the lead for the category. He's actually doesn't have that many categories, but the categories he's on, he will fit in pretty well. So if you guys pull this guy, then that's a W right there. And then there's this guy, Super Saiyan 4 Gohan. He is unfortunately stuck at SSR, but I cannot believe how good this SSR is. Look at his stats. He has like Dokkan Fest worthy stats, and he's only an SSR. When this guy gets in his awakening, he's gonna be absolutely busted. But, so he starts with 140 like Broly, reduces damage received by 40% when there's 4 or more giant power categories on the team. So he's going to be having a bunch of defense. I mean, look at this. He's gonna be having a bunch of defense, and he's gonna be having damage reduced as well. And then a high chance to stun when performing a super attack, while also lowering defense. He is... I don't think he's the best right now. I think this guy is the best, but when he gets his awakening, he definitely will be the best. So let's take a look at Bardock. Same situation as Gohan over here. He's got these stats are ridiculous, but he's an SSR. So when he gets to TOR, he's just going to be nuts. You know, a TOR means they're going to have to up these numbers. They're going to up this number. They're remove this restriction. They're going to up all this. So he's either effective against all types when HP is 80% or more, or he's performing a crit when it's 90 or more. If you have a really good defensive team, you could stay in that 90 range, and this guy is just doing constant crits. It's pretty insane. So we'll take a look at the crossover category. Now this category is built up of pretty much anything in this game that was not directly canon. So this Bardock, which is the transforming Bardock, it turns into stupid ads. It turns into the Super Saiyan Bardock from that special, if you guys have seen it. Technically it's not canon, so he's considered a crossover category unit. You know, stuff like Goku and Arale, and if you don't have these guys grinded up, next time they come back, I highly suggest doing it. They're very good. But you know, like Super Saiyan 3 Chunks, that's not real. Super Saiyan 4 Broly is not real. And all of the other old units that have been introduced through Heroes, Banners, and stuff, or the Fusions game, I believe. Who's from Fusions? I think you are. This is a fusion of Broly and Goku. He's not very good, but as you can see down there, he's from a different game and they brought him in. I really hope they do some easy A's for these guys, because they're really old and they're not very good. But you know, this is a pretty big roster, and they didn't really skimp out on anything. Like, there's this really goofy unit. Let me try and find it real quick. I think it's... no, wait, it should be like right here? No. There's a, oh, it's in strength. This guy, my bad. So this is Trunks from the Android Saga, not even the Cell Saga at that point, because he's not wearing the right clothes, but he's Super Saiyan 2. This is not true, like that never happened in the show, but he's also not from a specific game, so he's just been on like this really weird spot where he couldn't really be ran anywhere. I mean, again, he is an SSR, but if he eventually gets an awakening, he's probably going to be pretty good. because every time they give an awakening to these really old units, it's usually a good one. But they took this weird guy that no one even thinks about. Like I think I have him. I don't even know if I have him because I've never really cared. But they're putting him on that category. They really didn't skimp out this time. There's a lot of times where they add a category and they just seem like they don't know what they're doing, but they did a really good job this time. So the giant ape category, it's also getting added. Let's take a look at that. So the giant ape category consists of characters with the power of giant apes. So that's anyone that either in their super attack shows a giant ape transformation, has a giant ape transformation, or is Super Saiyan 4. Like, so this guy right here, he is not by any means a Super Saiyan 4, he's not even Super Saiyan 1. But in his super attack, for his 18 key super attack, he turns into a giant ape, so they put him on this category. So this guy, he is not on global, he's currently only on JP, he's the current leader. He's ridiculous, he is so good. This guy, amazing, amazing. This guy's the free-to-play leader that I told you guys to get. He's, he's good, but he's not, once you have all these, he's not going to be the one you're choosing. Amazing, amazing. A lot of these grade A transformation characters are pretty old, so unless they're Super Saiyan 4, they're typically not that great. But this guy, amazing. This guy is going to be amazing. So yeah, they're adding two pretty good they're adding two pretty good categories. They're adding a whole bunch of units. If you have the stones and you like these units, or if you don't have the stones, and because these are going to be around for a while, you definitely have the time to grind up. I know that this might not seem like the best banner to summon on, but if you're trying to get a starter account and actually be able to do the harder events, you pull this guy, you have a lead. Pull this guy, you don't have a lead, unfortunately. Pull this guy, you have a lead. This guy, not this one, or this one. This guy, you have a lead. This guy, you have a lead. This guy, you have a lead. And all of these are in a guaranteed feature. That means that every 50 stones, you're not just getting a guaranteed SSR, you're getting a guaranteed feature, which is huge. So if you have stones and you really need to build up a team really quick, or if you just have the stones and you really like these characters, because I didn't summon on them because I wasn't a huge fan, but they're like, these awakenings for these units that I don't have are really good. So I'm going to try and go in as hard as I possibly can. I think you guys should too. But, that's just my opinion. Here's the information. I laid it out in front of you guys. I think you should make your decision from there. And, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the video. Good luck with your summons tomorrow. I'm not staying up till 3 a.m. Hopefully you guys don't either. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one.